Hi, my name is Brad, and I'm in Zone 9B. And today I need to sow some carrot seeds for me and my chickens. And I got a bucket full of carrot seeds right here. Um, I got these carrot seeds from the last carrots that I grew, the last batch. So what I usually do, I usually let about anywhere from 3 to 4 carrot plants go to seed. You just keep it in the ground, keep it watered, and they'll start putting out these flowers here. When they come out, they're going to be white. They're going to be shaped like an umbrella, and you get big ones like this, and you might get some smaller ones. And I'll just keep the plant watered until these carrot seeds start to die out and turn brown like this. And this flower is loaded with carrot seeds. I might only need, I'm going to plant the carrots right in this little section here all around me, and we'll see how many it takes. I'm thinking it's only going to take me like maybe maybe 1 to 3 flowers just for this. Um, and then what I'll do, I'll let the carrots that are growing here go to flower and put out these seeds right here. And then I'll use that for the next time I grow carrots. So I'll save these and use these until I get those from new seeds from these carrots. And, so I like to keep them fresh. And I don't really store the seeds. I just store what I need until I get the new seeds from these carrots I'm going to grow in this batch right here. So let me show you a close-up view of this right here. See, that's the flower right there. And all of these in here are seeds. Let me grab a stick here. And I'll show you how I plant these. All these are seeds. It's just loaded with seeds. So I like to keep things simple. So I'll show you how I plant them. Okay. So I'm going to get this bucket out of the way. Let me put it over here. All right. So what I do, I take one of these flowers here and I take a stick, any stick, size of a pencil, you know, and then I'll start doing this and just letting them fall on the ground. I'm going to put more than I need, but that's okay. You can, it just depends on how many carrots you want. And if there's too many growing, I can always weed some out. And I'll wait till they're just big enough to eat. I'll weed some out and let the rest grow. Okay, so I'm going to do all this here. There's more than one way to plant these. This is the way I like to do it. If you're doing it in a row, then you might want to just, go like that. So let's get all these here. All right. Get all these in there. Okay. And then after I do this, I'm just going to water it. And I'm going to grab another flower here. Okay. Start here. Maybe I'll go this way. And then when you're doing this, you'll learn how much to sow. If you'll know if you're over sowing it, too many seeds, and you can just plant less. Okay, that's 3 flowers. And carrots are the easiest things to grow. I've been growing carrots for what, 10, 12 years. And I can't remember, it's been so long. I may have bought like maybe 3 packets of carrot seeds and planted them. And then ever since then, I've been getting my seeds from the carrot plants. I never had to buy carrots again. I mean, carrot seeds. This in there. Okay, there's still more seeds on there, but I'm gonna grab a new one. So that's 3 flowers. So the only carrot seeds I store are like those over there. And I use them as needed until I get the seeds from these carrots. Okay, that's 4 flowers. So you let the carrots grow, let them produce flowers, the white flowers, and then just keep them watered until the flowers start to turn brown and die out. And then you can pick them and put them in a bucket, plastic bag or whatever, or paper bag. Okay, now I'm overdoing it, but that's okay. I think it's going to be way too many seeds that I planted, but that's all right. All right, got a smaller flower right here. There. And so I shred a lot of the carrots for my chickens. All right, let's see. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm almost done sowing them. So like I said, you'll learn exactly how many flowers you're going to need. I don't mind planting too many. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Okay, so let's see how many flowers I did. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flowers. And all those 8 flowers will come from one carrot plant. They actually put out more than 8 flowers. And see all I have left here. So yeah, a lot of seeds, huh? Okay, so what I need to do now is water. So I'm gonna get these out of the way here so they don't get wet. Get a sip of my tea. All right, then we'll I'm gonna run the hose a little bit because the sun has been hitting the water hose. I don't know if you can see the chickens over there, but they're like, yeah, grow those carrots. Okay, and then I'm just gonna water them. Then I'll just keep the ground moist. I never paid attention to how long it takes for the carrot seed to germinate. But I was looking on the internet and it was saying something like 7 to 21 days. I never paid attention to it. I just did what I'm doing here. And next thing you know, I saw little baby carrot plants growing. Yeah, the roosters are saying you better plant enough carrots for my hens. Yeah, I pretty much overdid it on it, like I said, but I don't mind. What I used to do, I just started this garden back here this winter, and I used to garden in the front, which I don't do anymore. And if I just left the carrot plant with the seeds on them alone and didn't do anything, the wind or the birds or something would knock them off and they would just start growing. So yeah, I hear you, ZB. So I'm gonna let once these start to grow, I may plant some more somewhere else a little later. Like I'll wait for these to start putting out actual carrots. And then when I start eating them, I'll probably plant some more. So I'll always have carrots to eat for me and the chickens. And because I'm in zone 9B, this winter has been a little bit on the warm side. So I had carrots growing in the front, and they actually kept growing throughout the winter. So I was able to actually pull them and eat the carrots. But sometimes I notice that if it's a real cold winter, they'll kind of go dormant. The carrot will still grow, but really slow, not as fast as it would in the summertime. So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to come back a little bit later and water it again and just wait for them to grow. All right. So I guess that'll wrap it up for this video. And thanks for watching, okay? All right.